In this video, I'll be giving my opinion, just my random thoughts on what I think is the worst song ever written in the history of mankind. You guessed it, Ebony and Ivory, by that washed-up singer Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder. No, I'm just joking. He's not washed up. I'm just kidding. But maybe now, even one of his ex-wives says he's irrelevant. But if you took AI, like AI, and you typed in the word saccharine, and it could come out in the form of a song, AI would print out Ebony and Ivory. Yeah. Where on earth did they get the idea for that tune? I mean, just because he's black and he's white, oh, let's do everything. I appreciate the brotherhood anthem approach, but it's pure sugar, pure saccharine, pure puff. Just think, a few years before that, McCartney was working in the Beatles, turning out masterpieces and groundbreaking albums and breaking musical boundaries. And they did this little silly little puff piece, pop ditty. It's not even a pop ditty. It's I've heard pop songs that are 1,000 times better than that. It's just an embarrassment. And they overplayed. I remember when it came out, they overplayed the shit out of it. Every time you turned on the radio in your car or wherever, Ebony, it's all you fucking hear. It's enough to drive you bonkers. Stevie Wonder is not one of my musical heroes, as you probably know. I've mentioned him before, saying that I think he's vastly overrated. And just because he was blind, I think they give him a pass. He's the only black artist I know that can't dance. Well, he may know how, but he never does in his shows. Yeah, he plays a harmonica pretty good. I'll give him credit for that. I don't think his albums are as good as people say. I've never actually listened to a Stevie Wonder album, so I have to be honest. But I mean, his stage act is quite monotonous. Turning his head left and right, left and right, left and right. It's like I don't know what he's doing. Taking a shower, I don't know. But I thought Sir Duke was runner-up for the worst song ever written, but let's give it to these guys, McCartney and Stevie. How did that partnership materialize? Did a record executive say, "Hey, I got a guy that's I got a guy that's like floundering in his musical career. He hasn't had a hit, so he's a big name. So Paul, could you help him come up with something to sell some records?" Oh, sure, man. I don't understand it. This song is an abomination. Okay, I love the message of people liking each other no matter what color their skin. Yes, that's beautiful. But I'm not talking about the lyrical message. My issue here is the quality of the song, and I think the song is rubbish. Pure rubbish. It's a silly ditty. I think a fifth grader, not a fifth grader, I think a kindergartner could have written that song. Yeah. I mean, listen to Led Zeppelin instead, or something like that. McCartney went from being a musical pioneer, somebody who everybody wanted to copy, sing like, produce like, write like, to somebody that was just like turning out schmaltz, a schmaltzmeister, just for the sake of turning out a hit. But when I was growing up, I think Paul McCartney was the best. I still think he's pretty good. I mean, what has he done lately? But I don't know. He's like, 80-something years old. You can't expect him to do much now, but I'm just throwing my thoughts around. Yeah. So, hey, how many musicians that age are viable? I think the Rolling Stones look silly with Mick Jagger prancing around on stage like a 12-year-old. And he's like geriatric, and he's like on probably on Medicare, and he's taking all these vitamins. And I give Willie Nelson credit. I appreciate and respect him. He's like 90 plus years old. He didn't sell out in terms of commercialism. He just kept to his roots and did American music and things that are viable to people. Not commercial music that doesn't reach your emotions. But, yeah, I don't have much else to say for this